In the event of a water damage emergency, call PuroClean of Cenla.
Hey, making sure, yes, we are. We still have that on because last night was a little wild. You know, we had tornado warnings, severe thunderstorm warnings, all kinds of stuff out there. And fortunately, no injuries or anything like that that I'm hearing about, but I still have this vocal thing. So yeah. So anyway, Toledo Bend looking beautiful. I mean, look at that water. Oh gosh, yeah. I'm gonna note it again here. Today is Wednesday. I will be there a week from today. The water's not going to look like that, I'm sure, although it doesn't look that bad. Okay, I'm not going to get into my forecast personally here, but the lake looks beautiful today, and I wanted to show you something, actually. You know what? Let's go through the cameras first. I wanted to show you Alexandria here. I'm terrible, y'all. I'm telling you. This is looking northwest. Now, we had quite a different view last night. This is, I still can't, I just love what these cameras catch, and they can't catch everything. But we had that tornado warning going in Grant Parish, and right as it was about to be canceled and they allowed it, and I get that, but this was me last night. We had a nice wall cloud showing up on this, but both National Weather Service offices sent me a message and said, hey, we're watching your camera right now. We're watching radar and everything. You know, if we see the radar signature really tighten up, or if we see something on the camera, we'll warn it. But since we have eyes on it, we don't have to issue this disruptive tornado warning that's going to cover a populated area, and it's going to cause madness and mayhem and people to have their storm anxiety, get pegged and freaked out and everything. So we got to watch this, and without seeing any power flashes or anything, we knew that this was looking just fine, and we kept a close watch on that. So anyway, just to say that I love having that there, and I like it when it looks like this too. Looks beautiful out there this morning. Lower dew points. We saw in some cases half an inch to an inch of rain last night. In some cases a little more up around Winfield. We still have storms going on down around I-10 and point south, but for us up here, things have ended. That front is through and the dew points have dropped. 0.85, these are radar estimates over the last 24 hours. We had a decent amount of rainfall in some spots, had a flood warning up there in Wynn Parish. Again, estimates, but 1.42 inches in Lafayette, nothing in Baton Rouge. So it did go a little higher than our 60% coverage. Parts of Sabine Parish and Beauregard Parish, as well as Vernon, saw no rainfall, but a lot of us saw a decent chunk of it, and we saw those storms fire up and get kind of rowdy. So 73 degrees right now. It's down to 61 in Lafayette. They actually have dropped down into the low 60s because they have a lot of rain going on right now, and that cold front is through. So 24-mile-per-hour wind gusts down there. Easterly winds coming in for today as we get a high pressure at the surface overhead. That's going to keep us dry, going to keep us cool, and we're going to see those winds really light for tonight into tomorrow as well. So beautiful day today. Lots of sunshine, maybe a few clouds, but generally mostly clear. Highs close to 90, but with low humidity, it's going to feel a lot better. Actually, let me check and see what the dew point is right now. The things I should have done before the show started, but that's all right. All right, dew point in Alexandria right now is 60. We love it when it's down in the low 60s and below. So right now we are there. We have a severe threat up around Branson toward Jonesboro, Arkansas today. That's going to stay away from us here. We are going to see some rainfall in the forecast here by the weekend. I think it's late into the weekend though. So here's what Futurecast shows on the GFS model. Everything kind of dancing around us until we get into at least Sunday or Monday. You can see some scattered stuff. I think the big day is Tuesday. I think we see some heavy rainfall out of this. We see some thunderstorms and possibly a few severe storms. That could last into Wednesday. But after that, it looks like another front, another late May front is going to push through. We're going to see highs near 80 to start June. That's incredible. 1 to 3 inches of rain through Tuesday. I think as we get through the rest of the forecast where we have that rain through Wednesday, we're going to see more than that. So probably about 2 to 4 inches of rain before all is said and done. I know a lot of people saw what they needed last night. A lot of farmers planting soybeans. They were waiting on some rain, and many of you did get that. But the weekend's looking pretty good Saturday. I think Sunday is more of an isolated storm day. Monday and Tuesday, good chance for storms. And notice those temps coming down to around 80. Overnight lows starting off in the mid-60s. We bump that up into the mid-70s by Sunday, and then we'll come back down into those low 60s as we have blue on the map to start June. Oh my goodness, hold me tightly. Here we are going to see highs around 80 degrees to start June. And if you've lived here for a while, you know that's not normal. We're used to lows near 80 in June. So So a nice shorter summer. Hopefully it feels that way, at least, without us starting with, temperatures in the 102, 104 range in June here. So to see 80 degrees is great. It looks like that front is going to set up near or just south of us. We cannot resolve that kind of stuff yet, but it looks like it is going to be some rain in the area, with the heavier threat going to be that'll be over the southern half of the area. So if you have plans for the weekend after Memorial Day weekend, there could be some storms in the area, but I don't think it's going to be near what we're going to see probably on Monday into Tuesday. 1.6 inches of rain for John Jones. Yeah, we had about an inch here. It came down. It came down quickly. It came down furiously, and we had some crazy lightning out there. All right, so I won't see you again today. It was fun to get to hang out a little yesterday evening, but I probably won't see you in that capacity for at least a few days. I'm going to get out of here for today. Tom will be live later on with an update on your weekend forecast, but I think everything's pretty good Saturday and even most of Sunday. As we get into Memorial Day Monday, that's when the rain really starts to pick up. I will see you later. Have a great Wednesday.